King Harris finds himself in another controversy. King Harris just can't stay away from the spotlight. This time, it's not about a Waffle House fight or missing a court date. The drama now involves his own personal life, and it's exploding all over social media. Recently, King's baby mama set the internet on fire after allegedly leaking what fans are calling a gay tape involving him. Whether that video is real or just an online stunt, it doesn't even matter anymore, because once the internet catches something like this, it spreads fast. And just like clockwork, Boosie wasted no time adding fuel to the fire. Instead of holding back, he jumped online and threw direct shade at T, mocking the way he raised his son. Whether the alleged tape is authentic or not, it's already caused massive damage. Online conversations quickly shifted towards speculation about King's sexuality, something fans have been gossiping about for years. Some people claimed he seemed a little soft, while others accused him of using the baby as a cover-up to silence rumors. And now, this alleged leak has reignited. All of it as usual, fans begin digging up every old rumor they could find. Some questioned whether King was even the real father of his child. Others accused his baby mama of using the pregnancy as a way to secure financial stability, given the Harris family's fame and money. And then came the talk about King faking his entire gangster lifestyle, a role many people believe he never truly lived. But what made this situation blow up even more was Boosie's involvement. Instead of just laughing at King, Boosie went straight after T, making it clear his comments were personal. This wasn't just gossip anymore, this was public beef. So, let's break it all down: the paternity doubts, the baby cover-up theory, King's tough guy image, his public meltdowns, and how Boosie managed to turn all of it into a weapon against T, the baby mama dramaven. Before this so-called tape surfaced, people were already questioning whether King was actually the father of his child. From the moment his baby mama announced the pregnancy, the internet didn't hold back. The first thing people noticed was her age. She's reportedly older than King. That alone sparked criticism online. Comment sections filled with remarks like, "She knew exactly what she was doing, and she saw an opportunity and took it." Then, King posted a video showing himself with his baby mama and their newborn, proudly holding his child. Instead of softening the rumors, it made them worse. The internet immediately began speculating that the relationship wasn't genuine. Many accused her of trapping him for fame or money, saying she got pregnant just to secure the Harris name. When the baby was finally born, people didn't stop talking. Some claimed the child didn't resemble King at all. Others mocked him for forcing the fatherhood narrative to appear more mature. King tried to fight back. He went on social media, calling the baby his twin and posting several pictures, insisting that the resemblance was undeniable. He wrote captions like, "Y'all can't tell me this ain't mine." But the more he tried to prove his point, the less people believed him. And it wasn't just about paternity anymore. Old conversations about his sexuality resurfaced. When the pregnancy was first announced, some fans instantly said, "He's doing this to prove something." Now, with the alleged tape circulating, those same people are claiming this was the plan all along, to use a baby to shut down the rumors. King's gangster image under fire. Even before this scandal, King had been accused of living a fake street life. He often spoke tough online, got into arguments, and acted like someone raised in rough conditions. But fans quickly reminded him this is T and Tiny's son. He grew up surrounded by wealth and privilege. King himself once admitted in an interview that he spent most of his childhood living with his grandmother, only visiting his parents' house when filming was required. "I lived with my grandma," he said. "They'd come get me when the cameras were on. Then I'd go right back to my grandma's house after filming." That confession only strengthened what people had been saying for years, that his street persona was just an act. Every time King went online talking tough, the comments filled with "Be serious" and "You're not about that life" to many fans. King's behavior seemed like an identity struggle, a young man trying to prove he's grown, independent, and street smart, while also trying to live up to his father's legacy. But instead of gaining respect, his actions often backfired. The Waffle House incident, things really spiraled when a video of King arguing inside a Waffle House went viral. The clip showed him shouting at employees, threatening people, and acting aggressive. Viewers were shocked to see a celebrity's son behaving like that in public. The internet tore him apart. Fans accused him of embarrassing his family and trying too hard to look tough. It became another example of how his public image didn't match the reality of his upbringing. The very next day, T went live on Instagram to address the situation. He didn't yell or insult his son, but he made it clear he was disappointed. "I spoke to my son," T said. "We couldn't understand why he felt the need to argue with a short-order cook. He has a life most people dream about. Why lower himself to that level?" T explained that people who aren't living the life they want often project their frustrations onto others. He advised King to stay away from negative energy and focus on enjoying the privileges he's been given, but the advice didn't seem to stick. The arrest that shocked fans not long after that incident. Footage from King's 2024 arrest in Georgia resurfaced online. Police claim they pulled him over after he nearly collided with a patrol car leaving a gas station. Officers said the smell of weed was coming from his car, and they found a gun on his hip. When they ran his name, they discovered an active warrant from 2022 related to reckless driving, a suspended license, and a missed court date. He was cuffed, read his rights, and taken to county jail. Even though King stayed calm in the video, fans didn't care. To them, it was more proof that his life was spiraling. Online comments labeled him as lost, reckless, and trying too hard to be gangster. Boosie enters the scene just when things couldn't get any worse. Boosie jumped into the mix. Instead of keeping quiet, he started throwing subtle shade at T, implying that King's troubles were a reflection of bad parenting. It wasn't lost on anyone that Boosie has his own history of controversial remarks, especially about sexuality. Years ago, he had to publicly apologize to his own daughter after making homophobic comments about her being gay. So when he made jokes about King's alleged tape, people were quick to call him a hypocrite. Fans pointed out that Boosie wasn't exactly in a position to criticize anyone else's family. He recently struck a plea deal in his own gun case, and many noted how ironic it was for him to mock T while facing serious legal issues himself. But this wasn't random. There's a long, bitter history between Boosie and T, and this was just the latest chapter. The long history of Boosie and T's beef there. Tension started years ago when Boosie made headlines for his comments about Dwyane Wade's daughter after she came out as transgender. His remarks were widely condemned as transphobic. "Don't cut that boys off," Boosie said in a viral clip. "He's too young to make that decision." T quickly clapped back, telling Boosie to mind his business and stop disrespecting other people's families. That exchange marked the beginning of their falling out. Then things escalated when Boosie publicly accused T of being a snitch because of an old gun case. During a Vlad TV interview, Boosie said, "If you cooperate with law enforcement to get out of trouble, that makes you a rat." T didn't hold back. He went live on Instagram and demanded that anyone questioning him show proof. "It's been 20 years, he said. "If I wasn't built like that, it would have shown by now." From that moment, their friendship was over. Boosie later criticized T again, this time for the way he parented his daughter, referencing the controversial moment when T admitted he took her to the gynecologist. T snapped back, saying Boosie was the last person qualified to give parenting advice. By 2023, their feud reignited again when Boosie claimed T didn't support him during his legal troubles. T responded by saying he was done defending someone who constantly disrespected him. So when this new scandal with King surfaced, Boosie saw an opening and he took it. His comments weren't just about King, they were aimed directly at T.